Here we are talking about the Nova driver. Okay, so that is the Nova Windows driver can be used to automate the Windows desktop applications. Before getting into that, I want to talk about a little bit the WinAppDriver. So we use the Appium for automating the desktop application as well. So we know that we usually using it for automating the mobile applications like a native or hybrid or the mobile web applications. So and Appium also providing an opportunity for automating these Windows desktop applications and with the help of Windows driver we can install and earlier days we used the WinApp driver. Okay, as a WinApp driver is a server. Actually, that was maintained by Microsoft, but unfortunately, WinApp driver server has not been maintained by Microsoft for years. I think the last version was released in 2020. So, and by default, Appium Windows driver is using this WinApp driver behind the scene. Since Appium version 3.0, this driver does not automatically install WinApp driver server anymore. So there are lots of dependency. Okay, when automating this Windows desktop application, and first of all, we need to install the Appium. Then we need to install the drivers, and we need to install the WinApp driver exe. Then we need to start the WinApp driver server. Then we need to mention all the desired capabilities or Windows options here, and we need to set as automation name Windows. Then only it can open the application, it can perform the automation. So, but it will support the WinForms, WPF for Win32 or a UWP application. So but the binary driver right now is not maintained by Microsoft, and but still it will work with the older version. Okay, we can install. In this case, I already installed the WinApp driver. Okay, you can see that. Okay, using this exe, I installed the yeah, WinApp driver, and I also configured. I also installed the Appium in my machine, and it's installed the Windows driver. So we need this driver, okay, for this operation. And yeah, before touching into the Nova driver, we will see how this will work with this Windows WinApp driver. Okay, and I'm going to execute this script now. Actually, I'm not started any session. Okay, any session for this WinApp driver. Yes, so the session created. Okay, so I'm starting this Appium programmatically, and unfortunately, the calculator not open because of session not created. Okay, so you can see the WinApp driver server is not started. So there is a dependency. Again, we need to start the WinApp driver. Let's see how to start the WinApp driver. So yeah, you need to locate your WinApp driver installation location. Then yeah, then you can identify that WinApp driver. Then you can start in this in any port. Okay, so if you click enter, I think yeah, we are getting another issue, that is developer mode is not enabled. So what we need to do, we need to go to your settings, your device, your system settings, and yeah, you can search developer feature, then scroll down. There's option called developer mode. So I just enabled that. Now just try to start this WinApp driver server as it is started. Let's rerun the script and see if this will work or not. And once we start, this will create an Appium session first. And yeah, you can see I'm using the latest version, okay, 3.5. Yes, it is started, and that also performed well. Okay, so this is the way we can utilize the WinApp driver server for executing this Windows application. So the dependency is so that we need to install the WinApp driver server, then we need to configure the details, we need to enable the developer mode. There are lots of dependencies at least to perform this automation, right? So now I'm talking about another driver that is introduced to support this Windows desktop automation, that is the Nova Windows Driver. So using this Nova Windows Driver also we can perform the same kind of operations. Okay, so we'll see how that will work. Okay, and yeah, for that we need to install that Nova Windows Driver. Right now these are the list I already installed. Yeah. So this is the command to install the Appium Nova Windows Driver. Appium driver install. We need to specify the source, and you can type enter. It will check the compatibility. After that, it will install that Appium Nova Windows Driver. Yes. Now that is installed, and you can see that automation name is Nova Windows. So just to confirm whether it is installed or not, okay, just you can type Appium driver list. Yeah, that is installed. Now we can move into the code and we can update this automation name. Okay, so here you can update the automation name. I just updated the automation name as Nova Windows, and the platform we don't need to change. It's always Windows, and we can check that. Yeah, we can close this WinAppDriver session we started earlier. Okay, so we don't need that, and we can close that. So all good, and we have not started any WinAppDriver server session. So we just install this Nova Windows driver, added to the Appium driver list. So and we set the automation name as Nova Windows. So let's trigger this and let's see the output. Started the Appium server and it's loaded the driver Nova. So now we can see this is launch the application, but the interactions are not working. Okay, that is the another issue. So you usually face this kind of issue while using this Nova Windows driver. Why this issue happening? Because you already have a WinAppDriver installed in your system. So before performing or before using Nova Windows driver, you should uninstall that WinAppDriver exe. That is not required anymore. Okay, so I'm going to uninstall that. So simply uninstall this. So that is done. Now we'll rerun the script and see how this will interaction will work or not. And now I'm starting the session again after uninstalling this WinApp driver. Okay, we don't need that because we have this Nova Windows driver installed. Okay, so yeah, in this case actually the execution happened with this Nova driver. You can see that. Okay, so there is no dependency to starting this WinApp driver server. Okay, and also we don't need to enable the developer option in the settings. I actually disabled that, and also I uninstalled the WinApp drivers. So we just installed that Nova Windows driver and added to the Appium driver list, and we just set that Windows options, the platform name as Windows, and the automation name as Nova Windows. That's it. So this is also will support the automation for WinForms and we have different types of Windows-based applications. Yeah, finally, Nova Windows Driver is a custom APN driver designed to tackle the limitations of existing Windows automation solutions like the WinApp driver. And this is easy, okay, simple architecture, fewer dependencies, and easy to maintain. So yeah, you can also try out this when you have this a situation of automating the Windows desktop application. You can try out the Nova Windows. Thank you.